Hey.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your restaurant, what you've done.
So we are Poco Loco ATL. We specialize in breakfast burritos, homemade flour tortillas, local ingredients as much as possible, and a bit of a mercado as well. So people can come in, get fresh tortillas, salsas, meat by the pounds, and all that yumminess to take home and enjoy at your leisure. So we actually started as a pop-up out of my house, our house, my wife and my house over in Lake Claire, right when the pandemic started. And we started just selling breakfast burritos, basically to feed people and just to service people. And we started with selling about 25 or 30, and it just grew really organically. And before we moved over here, we ended up selling a little over 200 burritos out of our house just on a Saturday. So we figured we might have something, and the community's been amazing, and we just kind of went with it and landed at this amazing spot on College Avenue.
So did you kind of always knew you wanted to do burritos? Or
No,
that's kind
not
of
at all, not at all. I spent the past 3 years as the culinary director for Fox Brothers Barbecue. I've been obsessed with Mexican culture, history, and cuisine for a while now, and just kind of basically parlayed that love and passion into a form of food that was very easily transportable and I could cook out of my house in Lake Claire, and that kind of turned into a breakfast burrito, and we just kind of grew from there. People definitely, I think what sets us apart is our tortillas. We make our tortillas fresh from scratch, and just like a great sandwich really depends on the bread. I think a burrito is the same as a taco is the same. It's all about the tortilla. And then we source local eggs from Moore's Farms right outside of Alabama. And we use local ingredients like Pine Street Market, bacon and chorizo and vegetables and whatever we can get. And it's just unique, it's fun, and it's a little bit different than everyone else. It's just, we have such an amazing community here in Atlanta, especially in the food community. Again, just from when we started to people at like Pine Street Market saying, can we help you out with some like bacon? And beautiful briny sea salts being like, can we help you with your spices? And restaurants saying, we'll order flour for you to get started. And just everyone kind of chipped in, and it really helped take off any hesitation or fear that we might have of what would happen if. Because everyone's just been so amazing, and so it's been great, and it really kind of showed what a great community we have.
So I know you just opened up this location a couple months ago, but what would you say is like your favorite thing in here? Like, I know there's a lot of wall art and everything.
It's just a great hodgepodge of us. So my wife did pretty much all of this front of the house, this table, the pictures. She built this amazing piece of art behind me, and it's got pictures of us when we started out of our house to our favorite cookbooks to honestly our family that's been working with me for a while now, and it's just it's us. It's a living, breathing thing, and it's just a bunch of love. It's great. So this, and not being in my own small kitchen without a hood, is definitely very nice. So yeah.
So I guess going back, like, did you always know you wanted to be like a cook, a chef, or when did that kind of switch for you?
I've been in kitchens since I was 13, and I've always just kind of been attracted to the kind of the environment of it and the creativity of it, and basically just the love of making people happy and feeding people and how powerful food can be. And it's just something I've always been drawn to, even after trying college for a little bit. It didn't take. I just kind of ended up back here, and this is kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. I think a big inspiration is honestly is my family. Like growing up, it's just always, food has always been like the center of every really great memory that I have. And so the inspiration is, what if I can give that to other people, the same feeling that I had growing up around food. That's amazing, because it's one of the most important things I think that happened in my life.
And now kind of a random question, but what is like one thing in the kitchen that you probably couldn't live without?
It would be either salt or vinegar. So I also own a pickle company called Due South, and I love acid. I love vinegar, I love citrus, and salt. So those two things are always my go-to. It's always, we can always add a little bit more of this or that. I think one thing that's really happened during this bit of a shit sandwich of the past year was honestly the amount and level of pop-ups that have come up, the amount of entrepreneurship and creativity of places that are coming up, that, you know, the realization that you don't have to open up a restaurant and have to have a fried chicken sandwich on it. You know, you don't have to have chicken wings on this. Like, you can open up and just do a handful of things, do them really well, and that's it. And that's okay. You know, you can be small and just be focused on something, and then that honestly allows more people to come up and create. And what you end up with is just a depth of character in the culinary scene here that I think is extremely welcome, and I think the community has really gotten behind it and loved it. That we don't have to have these big demigods anymore of chapels of food that have everything, but you can have a bunch of small places that really are from the heart and really focus on what they love.
Where do you see yourself or this place going in like a year or so? What would you love to do?
Still open.
Okay.
That would be cool because I have a 5-year lease, so I would love to still be open. But you know, seriously, just continue to give back to the community. This is something, Poco Loco is something that's more than the sum of its parts, in my opinion, and I just want to be a place that people can come to, rely on, and at the same token, allow me the time to be with my family and have that balance of life. That is something that I think in the industry we've struggled with for a very long time.